200 years ago, the problem of training an army already at war confronted the founders of our nation. Suffering from lack of organization, discipline, and teamwork, George Washington's Continental Army continually lost to superior British forces. Washington recognized the poor state of morale and hired a distinguished Prussian officer who specialized in the instruction of drill and discipline. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in the winter of 1778 to face an army of several thousand half-starved, ragged men. He immediately set to work writing drill regulations for a company of 120 soldiers chosen from various units in the Continental Army. Discipline soon became the cornerstone of military life for the soldiers of the model company. As they learned to obey commands without hesitation by mastering the art of drill through teamwork, the men developed a collective sense of pride in themselves and their unit. Observers watching the model company were astonished to see how quickly and orderly the troops formed and maneuvered into different battle formations. Later, General Washington distributed the members of the model company throughout the Army to teach what they had been taught. Through this simple emphasis on drill, the effectiveness and efficiency of the Continental Army greatly improved. In 1779, to ensure continuity and uniformity, von Steuben wrote the American Army's first field manual, the Regulations for Order and Discipline of the Troops of the United States, commonly referred to as the Blue Book. You will see the cadets saluting through the parade on the command of "Present Arms." Since the earliest of time, men of arms have used some form of salute as a means of greeting one another. In the age of chivalry, horse-mounted knights wore steel armor which completely covered the face and body. When two friendly knights met, they would each lift their visors with their right hand to expose their faces to each other, and use their left hand to hold the horse's reins. Not only did this allow the knights to recognize each other, but it was also a deliberate movement of their sword hand away from their swords. Over time, this action became a significant gesture of friendship, camaraderie, and respect. The act of raising the right hand to the visor continued even after the steel body armor became obsolete with the invention of modern firearms. Today, the most commonly observed form of this exchange is the hand salute. It is given as a recognition and friendly greeting to a comrade in the honorable profession of arms. For today's parade, spectators are reminded to stand and render appropriate courtesies for honors, our national anthem, and when the colors pass your position. At these times, it is appropriate for civilians to raise their right hand and place it over their heart. Veterans and currently serving members in the U.S. Armed Forces who are not in uniform may render the hand salute. Spectators are reminded not to smoke, refrain from loud talking, and turn down cellular phones during the parade. As a courtesy to others seated around you, kindly take all your pictures from your seat throughout the ceremony. Thank you. The United States Military Academy is pleased to welcome the family and friends of the class of 2023. Currently assembled on the plane is the United States Military Academy Band and the band's field music group, the Hellcats. At the time of the American Revolution, the band consisted of a single drummer and fifer and has evolved into one of the most capable and professional performing groups in the world. As the oldest musical organization in the United States Army, the West Point Band has been inspiring America's leaders for over 200 years. The bugle call just heard was attention. It is used to alert the cadet commanders that adjutant's call is about to sound, signaling the start of the parade. Marching in today's review are cadets from allied nations enrolled in the 4-year program at the United States Military Academy. Upon graduation, they will serve in the armed forces of their respective countries. The marches that will be played as the cadets march onto the plane are the Stars and Stripes Forever, National Emblem, and Dashing White Sergeant. Located to your front are the four regiments of the United States Corps of Cadets. From left to right, the 1st Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Marquel Broughton from Lawrenceville, Georgia. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Emma Kurt from San Antonio, Texas. The 2nd Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Rhett Perry from Peachtree City, Georgia. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Mary Bell from Alexandria, Virginia. The 3rd Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Carly Moore from Temple, Texas. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Michael Amberg from Colorado Springs, Colorado. The 4th Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Deanna Arbelias from Raleigh, North Carolina. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Willem Schuttaboom from Darien, Connecticut. The march that will be played as the United States Military Academy Band Troops the Line is Graduation March. This march across the front of the line is said to have originated with the Crusades. The troops offering themselves for service were drawn up in a long formation and the band countermarched only before those chosen to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, moving into position as Commander of Troops for today's review. The Commander of Troops for today's parade is Brigade Commander, Cadet First Captain Lauren Drysdale from Irvine, California. Her staff consists of the Brigade Deputy Commander, Cadet Captain Kai Youngren from Florham Park, New Jersey. The Brigade Adjutant, Cadet Captain Alma Cooper from Okemos, Michigan. The Brigade Executive Officer, Cadet Captain Annalise Callahan from Eagle River, Wisconsin. The Brigade Intelligence Officer, Cadet Captain Hunter Holt from St. George, Utah. The Brigade Operations Officer, Cadet Captain Kyle Cass from Dallas, Texas. The Brigade Logistics Officer, Cadet Captain Faye Jessup from Brownsburg, Indiana. The Brigade Information Systems Officer, Cadet Captain Haram Abi Zia Yochum from Irving, Texas. And the Cadet Brigade Command Sergeant Major Yusuf Kaborsi from Hillsboro, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for our national anthem and feel free to sing along as it is played? Please be seated. Attention to orders. Effective 1200 hours, 26 May 2023. Cadet Captain Terrion Lowry, Commander, Summer Garrison Regiment, assumes command of the United States Corps of Cadets from Cadet Captain Lauren Drysdale, First Captain, Class of 2023, by order of Brigadier General Mark C. Quander, Commandant of Cadets. march that is being played as the graduating class marches to the center of the plane is Alma Mater March.
First captain, march the graduating class forward.
Graduating class! Order! Order! Graduating class! Forward! Forward!
March that is being played as the graduating class marches to the reviewing line is Army Blue from the U.S. Army March.
Time, march. Dash, halt.
March on! March!
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023. At this time, the regiment and battalion commanders will dismiss their staff so that they may rejoin their respective companies.
Stop! Dismiss! What time? March. Staff. Halt. Left. Base.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024 will now assume command of the Corps of Cadets for the remainder of the parade. marches that will be played as the cadets pass and review are French National Defilé, the official West Point March, Freedom Isn't Free, and the Army Goes Rolling Along. Corps of Cadets is now commanded by the Summer Garrison Commander, Cadet Captain Terry Lowry from Newark, New Jersey. The United States Military Academy Band is under the direction of its commander, Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Coates, with instructions from Sergeant Major Glenn West.
In the 1st Regiment, Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Crichton Morgenfeld from Palo Alto, California. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Morgan Mavoides from Cranberry, New Jersey. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Christopher Anderson from Cibolo, Texas. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Jonathan McGuire from St. Louis, Missouri. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Kevin Yucatepe from Westfield, New Jersey. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Robert Murphy from Washington, D.C. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Melanie Yell from Wilmer, Alabama. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Gunnar Daniels from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain Jared Goss from Huntsville, Alabama. In the 2nd Regiment, Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Haley Pott from Sacramento, California. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain David Shillow from Fishers Island, New York. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Benjamin Thimjon from Kansas City, Missouri. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Alexander Roos from Hackensack, Minnesota. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Carter Sample from Decatur, Alabama. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Aiden Hopping from Dade City, Florida. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Charlie Kleinschmidt from Duluth, Minnesota. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Devin Prowett from Frisco, Texas. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain Gavin Linus from Buffalo, New York. Since the days of the American Revolution, flag bearers have been an important element in ceremonies. At the center of today's formation, and bearing the national color, is the United States Corps of Cadets Color Guard, led by Cadet Color Sergeant Neil Anderson from Tampa, Florida.
In the 3rd Regiment, Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Josh Ruhe from Leesburg, Virginia. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Fahad Abdul Razak from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Ready?
Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Cameron Harold from Coral Springs, Florida. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Brady Weathers from Wichita, Kansas. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Gabriel Phillips from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Alyssa Lee from Middletown, Delaware. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain John Gummo from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Steve Monolakis from Hanover, Massachusetts. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain Dominic Denoto from Pasadena, Maryland. In the 4th Regiment, Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Jonathan Haley from Los Angeles, California. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Alex Klepper from Columbus, Georgia. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Charles Barzik from Olympia, Washington. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Chase Campbell from Severna Park, Maryland. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Riley Fish from Oregon City, Oregon. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Dylan Lyons from Davidson, North Carolina. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Edward Jones from San Jose, California. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Elias Contigonis from Orlando, Florida. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain Dara Harkin from Bradenton, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The Army goes rolling along. Please feel free to sing along as it is played. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that there will be additional parking restrictions in place today and tomorrow throughout the installation, and they will be strictly enforced. Please plan accordingly and arrive early. This concludes the graduation parade for the class of 2023. Thank you for attending and enjoy the rest of your day. Go Army and beat Navy.
Congratulations.